This wetland captures nearly 500 acres of urban runoff before it drains into 4 Mile Creek, creating an opportunity to improve water quality and reduce downstream flooding. This project was completed in 2024 after several years of planning and design. Projects of this size are never simple, and collaboration was the key to putting all the pieces together to get us where we are today. As we speak about collaboration, one of the first calls that I received was from Rich Eichner. Rich called to reach out to Polk County because he said he was part of this property and it wasn't suitable for development. And he was aware of Polk County's ongoing effort to 4 Mile Creek watershed. With his phone call, the opportunity to collaborate really kicked off. The city of Ankeny, I know the mayor, former mayor, and Mayor Bobby Bentz, the Creekview Creekview wetland resides within the city of Ankeny, and they're responsible for the ongoing ownership and maintenance of this wetland. We cannot thank them enough for their commitment to ensure the wetland continues to function for years to come. Lucky for us, Ankeny has been a leader in stormwater management for many years, and we know the wetland is in good hands in the city of Ankeny. With the respect of our funding partners, the funding that came for this project came from Polk County, the Great Outdoors Foundation, the Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship, and the Iowa Finance Authority. Through this unique leveraging of dollars, we're able to construct an impactful project that helps stretches everyone's dollars so that they can go as far as possible in a project like this. Polk County understands that water is vital to our communities and has prioritized water resources in recent years with projects like Creekview Wetland. Working across agricultural and urban landscapes, Polk County has committed itself to improving water quality and reducing downstream flooding. We're excited to announce that Creekview Wetland was the first wetland constructed through the Wetland Wave program under the leadership of Jonathan Swanson from Polk County, who's doing an amazing job, which currently has over 30 wetlands in various stages of completion. Through this collaborated effort, projects like Creekview Wetland, we see opportunity for cleaner water in central Iowa. And with that, I'm going to bring up Rich Eichner, the developer of the project.
Thanks, Matt. I first called Matt McCoy in November of 2020 and said, we've got a parcel here that really doesn't work for development. I've owned the property for about 20 years and understood that basically we had a problem. This didn't collect enough water. We needed more dirt, and essentially the dirt was in the wrong spot. So if we take the dirt from over here and put it over here and across the road, we could get ground that was developable, and we'd have more water collection over here, whether that was for conservation or water runoff or whatever. And so we waited several months, got a comment back from one Polk County department saying they weren't interested. We gave up, started to think about other things to do, and eventually got a call from Jonathan Swanson in April of 2021. If there's any hero in this project, it's Jonathan Swanson. Jonathan has done more to pull this project together. He's lassoed people, he's tied them down, he's hog-tied them, he's got money out of them, he's shaking them from their boots to get money to make this project work, and it's a terrific project. It allows us to have buildable property here and across the way that was in the floodplain. Snyder has worked on the plan, Macinich did a lot of the work, and so it's been just a tremendous collaboration, and we're really proud to have donated 15 acres to the city of Ankeny, and look forward to Ankeny maintaining it well and having a nice recreation area. And we expect to see people out here walking and enjoying the wildlife and whatever, as well as filtering the water. If you look at this, I think it's this graphic over here. No, it's this one over here. It shows how much water. Part of the reason we knew it had to happen is when the DOT did Interstate 35, if you go over to the interstate, there are these huge culverts. I think they're 96-inch culverts on there. They could be 2,000-inch culverts. They're big. And if you think about that much water flowing down here, this was going to wash out if it wasn't controlled in some way. So we're just very proud of the project. Completely proud of Polk County, Matt McCoy, the supervisors, and everybody who worked on it. Thank you.
Well, hello, I am Mike Schrock. I'm the interim city manager, so I want to temper everybody's expectations. I'm not the mayor. So if you want a long speech, you send an elected official, but if you want a short speech, you send the interim city manager. So the power of partnership is evident today, and that's what we are celebrating with this critical regional investment in Ankeny. This project is a perfect example of what happens when public and private partners work together to solve complex challenges with smart and lasting solutions. I want to thank the many partners that have made this opportunity possible. Polk County, who led the project design and engineering. Mr. Eichner, who donated the site and supported the vision for this project. The state of Iowa, and the Great Outdoors Foundation, whose leadership brought financial support to the table. This investment comes with a strong rate of return for our environment, for our community, and for those neighbors who are downstream from here. This wetland improves water quality, mitigates flooding, protects stream banks, and adds natural beauty to Ankeny. This project also expands public open space and offers new opportunities for education, outreach, and recreation. Thank you again to all of our partners. I'm grateful for your vision and investment in Ankeny's future.
Thanks, Mike. We're so happy to be here today. My name is Hannah Inman, and I'm the CEO of the Great Outdoors Foundation. And it's so great to see so many of our close partners here today. Our developer talked about John shaking people down, and that's certainly true, but it wasn't hard to twist our arm. Actually, about 2 years ago, we believed so much in what John was doing and all the other partners here that we launched something called the Conservation Acceleration Fund. And really, this is just a dynamic funding mechanism that helps get projects like this over the finish line. And Creekview is the epitome of why we wanted to do this. We have great partners with so many different people. It's a great project that not only helps with water quality, flood resiliency, but provides quality of life for those here. And so we were more than happy to be part of it. We want to thank so much for Rich Eichner for having the vision for this land, for Polk County and the city of Ankeny for their conservation practices that they put here, the Iowa Department of Agricultural and Land Stewardship, and Iowa Finance Authority for investing alongside us in this project. I'm confident that while this is an incredible start, it's just a start, and we can't wait to see what projects we'll be celebrating next year. So with that, I just want to say one more thing, that with the Conservation Acceleration Fund and because of the partners here today, we were able to leverage $24 million this year and remove 1.2 million pounds of nitrogen this year alone. So with that, I'd like to introduce the man of the hour, John Swanson.
Man, this John Swanson fella sounds like a good guy. You should all give him your money. He will find great projects to invest in. But sincere, thank you for all the nice words. This is what my team does. This is literally what we do. We find good projects. We find ways to get them on the ground. And as we look behind us, we see a wetland. And as we talk about projects, there is no better conservation practice than a wetland. It serves every purpose. It provides habitat. It cleans the water. It provides flood storage. It does all of it at one time. And we were very excited about this Creekview wetland. We're excited about all the wetlands that this really launches forward with our wetland wave. But to be real, we build conservation and we put hundreds of projects on the ground every year. And I will tell you, maybe the hardest projects to achieve are those that capture urban areas that are already developed. In this case, you go back decades ago, we were building houses and streets before we really knew about the need to manage stormwater. And as we've grown and we've improved, we started managing that stormwater. But what about those old neighborhoods? those neighborhoods, I can't overplay it enough how hard it is to come back in and how unique it is for a wetland to be able to plop in and to take 500 acres of water and push it through a wetland system that's going to offer all of those wetland benefits before it goes into 4 Mile Creek and heads its way downstream to Des Moines, Polk County, Pleasant Hill. And as this wetland, it looks a little rough today. As it continues to fill in over the next couple of years with lush vegetation, it's going to continue to improve in its function. But to be real too, not only is this unique because of those opportunities, but this wetland is unique because it's going to live a hard life. This wetland is going to live a hard life. Now, we built some wetlands into restored, beautiful wetlands out in the middle of a field, left all alone. And the hardest thing they have to deal with is a duck hunter and its dog walking through it every once in a while to go duck hunting. This wetland is going to have to deal with a lot, and it was designed to deal with those hardships. First, going into a forebay, we know that soil and sediment is going to wash into this wetland, and we're going to help it live through that by, in the future, maintaining that forebay. When we came out here a week ago, there was trash all around the interior of the wetland, and my first thought was, man, we got to get this trash cleaned up before the events. But you know what? That's the purpose of this wetland. It is intended to capture that trash, and it was a sign that this wetland from day one is working. And we picked all that trash up, and again, not all wetlands have to deal with that, but this one has been designed to deal with that because that trash is not stretching it through 4 Mile Creek all the way down to Pleasant Hill and the Des Moines River. It is captured where it's intended to be captured. And we have a maintenance path all the way around the wetland, so in the future we can drive all the way around the wetland and we can keep it clean. And if you don't know, 4 Mile Creek is actually on that tree line behind us. And if you've not been to 4 Mile Creek before, 4 Mile Creek floods. And this wetland is designed, again, to allow this entire site to go underwater when it needs to. Again, designing a wetland that can handle those hardships. That's what's happening behind us. But again, there's a lot of great people in the crowd today that didn't get their name said. A lot of people that I'm looking at you all worked very hard to make this wetland a reality. And the beautiful thing about this is this wetland is going to be working hard on our behalf for decades to come. We're going to be able to drive back here 20 years from now, and this wetland is going to be here outlasting those hardships. It's going to be doing its job. It's going to be cleaning the water. So thank you, everybody. If you're interested in learning more about the technical aspects, stick around a little bit after. Jump on a hay rack with us, and we'll tell some awesome stories. We'll learn more about the watershed. So please stick around after we're done doing all the speaking. So thank you, everybody.
Well, thank you, John. And it's becoming a bit of a characteristic of a good Polk County event that there's a hay ride afterwards. I love this, but well, it's great to be here and welcome to all of you. My comments are going to be very brief today because they're one of thanks for all the partnerships and the work that's gone into this, all the folks that have made it happen, and two will be just a sense of encouragement to you all to continue the great work. So I also want to wish you happy Soil and Water Conservation Week. So, Lieutenant Governor, it's great to have you here. The governor made it official with a proclamation that we were able to have to recognize Soil and Water Conservation Week. And as part of that, we're working across the state to highlight some of the important conservation work that's happening. We were in Mahaska County this morning looking at an abandoned coal mine site reclamation. I see Vince, I think, is here. Vince leads that program for us at the department, Vince Sitzman. And we're highlighting that because that is conservation work, reclaiming that land. We started the week in West Des Moines, Legacy Woods project, and announced 14 urban conservation projects that have been funded. $2.7 million of state funding, and the total investment on the part of public and private partners in those projects will be $5.7 million. And one of the projects that was announced on Monday is yet another Polk County wetland project. Matt, thank you so much for the leadership of Polk County and the willingness to engage, and Jonathan with your team for making those things a reality. The city of Ankeny also involved in that project, and so it's good that we can keep the band together and keep these things going. And we're seeing projects. This is the largest metropolitan area in the state, obviously, but we've also funded projects in places like Dunlap, Iowa, and Algona, and cities of all sizes. And that's another message that we want to drive home this week, which is it doesn't matter where you live in the state of Iowa. If you live in the urban, suburban, or rural part of our state, that there is something that you can do to improve water quality. And we all have to own our piece. Now, some pieces are bigger than others, and that is a reality. But there is not a place in this state where we wouldn't benefit from an enhanced effort around conservation. And the good news is we're setting records for conservation adoption in the state of Iowa every year the last 3 years. And it's only because of partnerships, folks willing to step up, folks actually willing to go out and do the work on the ground to make these things happen, that we can be standing here in front of a beautiful wetland today and also talking about future projects. So I want to thank everybody that's involved. I will take this opportunity, if you'll indulge me. I've got several members of our team from the Iowa Department of Ag and Land Stewardship, including Susan Kozak, who is the director and leads our soil and water conservation team. But could everybody that's with the Department of Ag wave so everybody can see you here? We got a few folks, our urban conservation team over here. And I want to recognize John Hubert with USDA NRCS, a key partner to us. John, thanks for the work that we do together, shoulder to shoulder, all across the state. So thank you very much for being here. Congratulations on this great effort, and let's keep going. Let's keep investing in great projects going forward. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to introduce Iowa's Lieutenant Governor, Chris Knoyer.
All right. Well, good afternoon. Thank you for letting me be part of this wonderful event. And I have to say, I have twin boys that are seniors in high school. They are both going to the University of Iowa next year. One of them is going to study environmental engineering. And when I told him I was coming to this event today, he was like, "Wow, cool, Mom." So I think I got some street cred from my child today. They don't always appreciate what I do, but this got me some good street cred with my boys today. So as we recognize Soil and Water Conservation Week, it's a great time to reflect on how Iowa's urban and rural communities are connected and how each of us can make a meaningful impact no matter where we live, just like Secretary Naig just said. Whether you're in a small town, a big city, or a farm, we all depend on the same natural resources. The water that flows through our neighborhoods and also runs through our fields. The healthy soil that supports agriculture also helps keep our environment resilient. The truth is, what one community does upstream or downstream can affect everyone else. And that's what makes us all part of the same team. We each have a role to play. Urban residents can support clean water through things like native landscaping or rain gardens. Rural landowners can keep leading with soil-friendly practices like cover crops and buffers. Schools, businesses, and local governments can all step in to educate and lead by example. This week is about more than just recognizing conservation. It's about being inspired to take action. Every step, big or small, helps move us towards a healthier and more sustainable Iowa. So thank you for being here, and thank you all for your part in making Iowa a better place. Thank you.